Southern California 6-Day Explorer. Day 1, the ride was from San Juan Capistrano to Julian. Several of us met up on the Ortega Highway at Hell's Kitchen. Ron brought out the new 990 for the ride. Mike decided he too would bring out the 990 for the fun. And Gordon decided that the V-Strom would be the right bike for the adventure. I myself, gpsKevin, decided I would bring out the super duper Tenere. So we left Hell's Kitchen and headed out. Later in the day we met San. Now this was to be San's first dirt biking trip. Should be interesting. We found several great dirt roads in San Diego County, including the Tanaha Truck Trail and the Nate Harrison Grade. Day 2 was Julian to Big Bear. Now there's a couple of rough sections, and Gordon got talked into trying them, and he did great. Chris met us in the morning in Julian and joined us for the ride. And Steve, after getting healthy from his last Mexico trip, met us and joined us in Idlewild for the rest of the ride. Then it was lunch in Idlewild, and then it was back across the valley and up an area called Clark's Grade into Big Bear. Here's Mike and Ron looking off the rough part, the rough drop-off into the valley below. Day 3, Big Bear to Tehachapi. Started out in the morning with a little bit of water crossing. Now this is San's first time ever going through water, and it was a little deep. And the rides, then it was through the back roads around Big Bear. Some great stuff there. And at lunch we met Bill, and he joined in for the rest of the ride. Day 4, Tehachapi to Coalinga. Ron started off playing with his camera.
What's this, day 4?
It is, day 4. Gonna try to make it through another long, tough ride. Take those big babies across the mountains.
Alright.
So this is the day we headed up into the Sequoias. The road got a few dirt roads, started off pretty nice, and a little later they added some rocks and got a little rougher. Meanwhile, Bill and I decided to check out the local Camp Nelson, while the other riders decided to discover some snow and mud.
Never done that.
Day 5, Coalinga to Oceana. The day started out by riding through some oil fields. Check it out, these are oil fields, and there are literally hundreds of them all through the valley here. Kind of cool. I hadn't seen this area in California before. The road headed up into the scenic mountains across the Hunter Liggett Army base. Was actually spectacular. Had Subway sandwich lunch at the top of the mountain range here just before heading down to the Pacific Ocean. Now check this out. Ron's trying to look over the edge and not drive off. Watch his head.
Spectacular.
It is amazing to just drop right down onto the ocean and then, of course, drive the beautiful Southern California coast. Day 6 was the end as we headed home. We did get the chance to go through some neat valleys into Santa Barbara, basically, and have a wonderful lunch in Carpinteria. Okay, so join us, the California Adventure Riders Meetup, for our next adventure and meet some new friends.